for America. Hello, Brian the Fanboy here, and today I'm going to talk about Captain America. Now, my earliest memory of Captain America was from an episode of What Would You Do on Nickelodeon, and it's when there were people who were dressed up as him. Of course, back then, I don't know who he was. You see, I was around 4 or 5 at the time. Now, when I found out who Captain America was, well, it's really hard to tell because I can't be sure when I found out his name, and he's so sorry. But anyway, I do remember that he did appear in an episode of Avengers United Stand, and he, along with Iron Man and Thor, appeared in the opening credits. And there was even an episode where Captain America he guest starred, and I remember that Ant Man, the Scott Bim version, during that episode he thought that Captain America was trying to take back leadership of the Avengers, but no, that wasn't what he was trying to do. He was just he only appeared just to take care of the situation with Baron Zemo, and he knew that the Avengers are in good hands with Hank as the leader. Now, let's see. Oh yes, and I think the next time I saw Captain America on TV outside the Avengers, at least the cartoon series, was in an episode of X-Men Evolution. It was during Wolverine's flashback during his time in World War II, and both Wolverine and Captain America were in the same unit, and they even freed Magneto back when he was a little boy from, I guess, a concentration camp or something. Now let's see. I also remember that that Captain America movie from 1990 was airing. Of course, I didn't see the whole thing. I guess that was one of the movies that were airing when my father was changing the channel. But I do remember that it was available on video cassette and Blockbuster, and I did plan to rent it someday, but I never got to because it wasn't longer available there. Now, let's see. Oh, I also remember Captain America appearing in in an episode of the Spider-Man cartoon from 1980. And then let's see. Oh yes. And also when reruns of Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends were airing on ABC Family, yeah, Captain America did appear in a few episodes. And let's see. Oh, and then eventually I started to learn about the origins of Captain America, and oh yes, that after America entered World War II, Marvel, or these Atlas or Timely, whatever they call it at the time, wanted to make a superhero to help support the war effort, and they created Captain America. And the story was that he was a young man who wanted to fight in the war, serve his country, but he was denied entrance into the military because his body didn't meet the physical requirements. In other words, he was a weakling. However, he finally got to a chance to serve his country by volunteering for some kind of super soldier project, and he was given super soldier serum, and he was when he cut his body changed muscular, he got agility, strength, and a bunch of stuff, and became Captain America. And eventually he got see, oh yes, a sidekick, Bucky. Oh, I forgot to mention that I also remember Captain America had appeared in a few episodes of Spider-Man the animated series. Yeah. Now, anyway, yes, in the comic books, in his first appearance of, well, the cover had Captain America punching Hitler, and yeah, I think that was an attention grabber. No, oh yes, and also according to some research I did before making this video, well, let's see, oh yes, well, after World War II, well, there was, well, they tried to figure out how to bring superheroes back into how to make popular again because the popularity wasn't as big as it was during World War II, and because for a while the heroes were fighting against Nazis and other Axis forces, and now they had to go back to fighting bank robbers and stuff. But anyway, for Captain America, well, what to do with him after the end of World War II? Well, I heard that there was this story called Captain America Commie Smasher. That's the title of the series. But I don't think it lasted that long. It was, it was back during the height of the Cold War in the 1950s, and the whole fear against communists. Then in the 1960s, I think I read somewhere it was Stan Lee who had an idea how to bring Captain America into the modern world, or at least in the 1960s, when his idea was first brought up. And that was that Captain America, sometime before the end of World War II, Captain America had disappeared. It wasn't heard from for a long time, and then the superhero team, the Avengers, they happened to find Captain America frozen in a block of ice. And then, as he was thawed, he got up and woke up to a new world. But he must have been relieved when he found out that America and its allies, beat Hitler and all his forces. And of course, as time went on, whenever his stories his revival is being retold, it will be a different decade. Like sometimes it will be revived in the 1970s, and then eventually he will revive in the 1980s. It all depends on, according to the time period that the story is being released, and whether it's in a comic book, movie, or TV show, it all depends. And then when the 9/11 attacks happened, well, I thought this would be a good opportunity to reboot the origins of Captain America because, maybe instead of him being a hero who's trying to, a young man who's trying to fight in World War II, it would be a young man who wants to fight against the Taliban. Of course, and that means that some changes were made to other characters, like the Red Skull, and because originally the Red Skull was a German Nazi, and make him a Taliban, and they're gonna be changed, So instead, they just have him do some stuff that has to do with the 9/11 attacks. Anyway, let's see. Oh yes, and now I also remember watching the commercial for the Ultimate Avengers movie and the sequel as well. I think I saw both of them, but it's been so long that I don't remember. And let's see. Oh yes, I also remember that Captain America appeared in an episode of Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon. Oh, and he also, I think he was a regular in the Superhero Squad. Let's see. Oh yes, and also Captain America was was in the series Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes and Avengers: United Stand. Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Hero, which later became Avengers Assembled. Yeah, Now, let's see. Oh yes, I used to learn that there were other adaptations of Captain America in the past. I learned there was a Captain America cereal, and that cereal with an S, and yes, it was back in the 40s. However, in that series, he didn't fight Nazis. He just think some kind of criminal group or something. But yeah, it had nothing to do with World War II. And let's see. Then I learned that there was a Captain America cartoon back in the 1960s, which was part of the Marvel superhero show. And then, oh yes, I did learn that there were two Captain America movies back in the 1970s, or TV movies that is. Of course, his costume is very different than what most people see, think of Captain America now. But anyway, oh, and I did finally got to see the Captain America movie from 1990. It was on YouTube, but I don't know if it's still there. You can check it out if you want. Now, oh yes, and then came the Marvel Cinematic Universe Captain America movies, starting with Captain America: The First Avenger, and I happen to have the movie on DVD. Here you go. Oh, here it is. Now, I didn't see this movie in theaters because there was during the time when I was like, why spend money to the theaters when I could just wait for it to come out DVD? I mean, now, oh yes, and then came, but anyway, after watching this made me want to watch movies in 3D, you know, I understood because of the end credits, and well, I missed an opportunity because of the way I fought at the time. Now, and then Captain America appeared in the first Avengers movie. I already showed it, so there's no need for me to show the DVD. And then afterwards came Captain America Winter Soldier. And I have the DVD right here. This. And yes, here's the DVD. And like before, I didn't see this movie in theaters. I just waited for it to come out on DVD. And of course, Captain America did appear in, let's see. Oh yes, Avengers: Age of Ultron. And then see, oh yes, then of course came the final Captain America movie. Captain America Civil War. And here's this. Now, this I actually did see in theaters and in IMAX 3D. It was thanks to my, because after watching Jurassic World in IMAX 3D, it made me want to watch every movie I want to see in theaters that way, if ever available. So yes, yes. Oh, and also Captain America did appear in the series. I mean, the movie Spider-Man: Homecoming. I like some kind of PSA thing. And then we had the final two Avenger movies, Infinity War and Endgame. And well, Endgame is result the end for Steve Rogers. I mean, because after going back in time, he decided not to go back to the present, but live the rest of his life with Peggy, and that he was seen as an old man in present day. Oh, and it's funny of in about Civil War, well, that really is based on a comic book storyline. And I remember reading thing I did read it, but yes, because you know what, well, Iron Man was in favor of superhero registration, while Captain America was against it, and kind of caused a divide between those two, even though because they've been friends for such a time. However, the kind of the friendship was strained because of that. Oh, and also another storyline I remember reading from the comic books was that well the part about Steve Rogers being an old man, that was also from the comic books as well, and yes, we resulted in Sam Wilson being the new Captain America after being Red Falcon for a certain amount of time. And I remember the comic books, there were people saying, "Not my Captain America." Yeah, I mean, I'm just, and I'm one of those people who got used to Steve Rogers being Captain America. And I did see the film Falcon and the Winter Soldiers. Oh, and about Winter Soldier, yes, yes, that well, in the early days, after Captain America's revival, he heard that Bucky was had died sometime during during a crash or something, and he blamed himself. But then, was surprised when he was alive the whole time, and he was being controlled by communists. Yes. So also, I heard there's plans for another Captain America movie called Captain America: New World Order. I mean Order, but with the way that's with the state that Marvel is in right now, both comic books and film, whether it sees a later day is uncertain, and I have no hopes for anything with Marvel going forward. But and oh yeah, and also I heard that there are those who want Captain America to change to fit the America of today. However, the classic interpretation of Captain America that's been around for decades is a true representation of America, no matter what time we live in. Whether it's the 60s, 70s, now, even in the future, it doesn't matter because that version of Captain America does stand for everything value, no matter what. At least every real American value, no matter what. So yes, I think that's all I can say about Captain America in this video. And also, please share this video. I mean, subscribe to my channel because it will help me a lot. And also, please share this video on social media like Facebook, Twitter, or whatever. So that's it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.